As thousands of educators gather in San Diego for this year's National Educational Computing Conference, it's not a stretch to say that this is a critical time for the future of technology in the nation's public schools. While Congress once again considers the elimination of millions of dollars in federal EdTech funding, other nations are moving forward with ambitious technology plans of their own. By this fall, it's estimated more than half of Britain's classrooms will be equipped with electronic interactive whiteboards, and most of Mexico's classrooms also will have state-of-the-art technology through that nation's Encyclomedia project. In an interview with eSchool News, Don Knezek, chief executive of the International Society for Technology and Education, called these developments a wake-up call for U.S. policymakers.
We're still arguing about whether or not we need standards, whether or not we need teachers to have technology skills, whether or not we need technology and access in the classroom into the learner's workstation, and other countries have decided that. I think there's no question that it is a wake-up call. I talk about the global competitiveness issue and the issue in the STEM disciplines, for example, as you know, the Sputnik of this era.
ISTE and other groups are lobbying for the support of federal EdTech funding on Capitol Hill. Knezek explained why.
If you look at how scientists truly work, if you look at how people communicate, if you look at how schools document progress of students, all those have to have technology as a foundation to them. So it seems a little bit out of sync to be advocating global competitiveness, achievement in STEM discipline, accountability for schools when you're not supporting with the actual cornerstone building block that's required to do that, which is technology and technology skills.
At this year's NECC, ISTE is launching an effort to revise its popular National Educational Technology Standards, or NETS, a set of standards for what students should be able to do with technology at each grade level.
The world is becoming ever more digital, and as it does, we see uses of technology and we see tools merging and shrinking in a way that, and also becoming more affordable, and we see a good bit of that in the themes in the conference today. So one of the things that we hope to do is to reflect the world around us more back into the standards. So we know that communications, that ethical and social uses and social responsible uses of technologies is as important as it ever was. We know that research is still critical. We know that problem solving, critical thinking, creative expression. So we don't expect to see major changes in what purposes or what functions those standards address, but we do expect to see an updating of the examples of tools, the such ases. And
ISTE hopes its revised NETS will be a focal point for federal EdTech requirements written into the No Child Left Behind Act that so far have not been widely enforced.
Reauthorization of No Child Left Behind will be big for us because essentially we got wording that we wanted in that bill when it was originally passed, and so by this year all students at the end of 8th grade were to be technologically literate. All teachers were to be able to use technology to improve student learning, and technology was to be infused across the curriculums so that students could achieve rigorous state standards. And my assessment of that is that from the U.S. Department of Education and from the federal administration, they've backed off from the letter of the law and decided not to enforce those and not to support those, especially if we lose EETT funding. We'll know that they've abandoned that part of the legislation. So to maintain that in legislation is a priority for us.